I'm Kathy Peffin for World at Work TV. Today I'm here with Steve Ulian, Bank of America Merrill Lynch, and we're going to talk about the importance of financial wellness in today's business. Steve, welcome.
Thank you, Kathy.
Thank you. So what is financial wellness?
For us, financial wellness is very personal. It's specific to the individual. And financial wellness is clearly a buzzword that you hear right now. And I think companies are right to be thinking about financial wellness. But at the end of the day, I think what we've determined and what we've said is financial wellness is very specific to each and every person within a company or within an organization. So as you think about financial wellness in terms of delivering some type of a program around financial wellness, it has to incorporate a very customizable approach, a very personal approach to let people really take advantage of a program like that.
What type of prevalence are we seeing in the marketplace? How many companies and what type of industries are offering financial wellness?
It's really growing, and I think with many benefit programs, especially financial benefit programs, it's the larger organizations, I think, that tend to lead the way in terms of some of this innovation. So now we're seeing upwards of 90% of companies that are at least contemplating and thinking about offering financial wellness programs in the next several years. You drop down to sort of mid-sized companies, maybe those with 500 to 1,000 employees. Maybe that number's more in the 60 or 70% range. And then smaller companies, maybe even fewer. But what we will say, and what we have seen in our research, is that companies are absolutely now contemplating offering some type of a financial wellness solution. And I think it's moving from being just a paternalistic offering, which I think is in some ways it has been in the past, to really now thinking about how can these financial wellness programs deliver to the bottom line and deliver something that's more than just being a good corporate citizen.
No, and that's a great question, because for most of us in human resources or in the business world, we have to demonstrate our business case. What's the ROI we're going to get? None of us would say financial wellness isn't an important concept. And from your frontline associate up through the president, you need to be focusing on this. How are businesses convincing themselves that this is the right thing to do?
Well, this is really where the rubber hits the road, I think. And we're just now, I think, on the precipice of beginning to see companies figure out how to measure the impact. Our workplace benefits report that we just launched here in the last few weeks actually starts to look at the numbers in terms of things like employee satisfaction, employee loyalty, productivity, employee engagement. And we can demonstrate clearly that employers believe that a robust financial benefit program that's helping employees achieve a better financial life is starting to show real beneficial numbers in terms of increasing productivity, increasing loyalty, and increasing engagement. And now think about that from a business standpoint. If you have those attributes with your employees, decreasing turnover, attracting better talent, retaining the talent that you want to retain, all of those things start to play into the equation. And we believe strongly, and there are tools now just coming to the fore that are going to be able to quantify in dollars and cents what that means. And we really believe that that's where this is going. Human capital is, if not the most, one of the top three expenses that all organizations have. And if that human capital is at risk, or it is not engaged, that's a problem.
And so you've done these most recent studies, as you just mentioned, and also the 401k wellness scorecard. The correlations have been well established between engagement and bottom line. Do you have examples of companies that you are able to tell us about, even if they remain nameless, that you've seen some of this with?
Sure. We have a number of examples of clients of ours, whether they be 401k clients or equity compensation clients, HSA, et cetera, or some combination thereof, where they've put formal financial wellness programs into place. And you start to measure things like behavior. Are we moving the needle? For instance, in productivity, can we demonstrate that people, when they walk in the door, they're not worrying as much about their financial lives? Right. And so we are starting to see that. Some of our companies are measuring things like loans and hardship withdrawals,
right?
Leakage, which is a big problem out of the retirement space. And those types of measurements are really going to be, I think, helpful as we move forward with financial wellness programs to get to that bottom line, to get to that number. As we all know, most of the folks here at World at Work, on World at Work TV, maybe are in the HR profession, et cetera. Those CFOs, that we all work with, they want to see that bottom line.
Right.
And I think that those types of measurements, leakage, engagement, lower turnover rates, higher loyalty rates, those are the things that are going to demonstrate, I think, the value of having these financial wellness programs.
No, that's wonderful. And the fact that you're able to customize the programs too, because as you said, it's not the same for every person. I'm sure based on certain industries and certain types of demographic makeup in the workforce, you're finding some of that.
That's exactly right. And I think that the other thing that is very interesting is that there's very little understanding at the employee level of these very complex programs.
Right.
One of the things, we have a client that we actually were speaking to recently, they put in something like $25 million into their 401k plan through a match and an employer contribution. They also have an HSA program where they put in contributions for that. Guess what? The employees have no idea. They don't understand the value. And so if I'm a business and I'm putting that much capital into my people, how can I not make sure that through some type of a formalized program, I'm not only helping them, but also benefiting from showing the value that I, as a corporation, am providing to them.
Thank you, Steve. I'm Kathy Peffin for World at Work TV.